trick, like an illusion.
Right.
Like what we perceive is like real and it's really not. I don't know. I don't know how
It's
to
just
break it down, but listeners, if you're there and you have any like input in this, please definitely leave us a message.
it's just our senses interpreting, you know,
Yes.
what the creator have installed in us to let us see only what we supposed to see. 'Cause there's so much more that's going on that we don't see.
Yeah. And also like everyone has their own perception, you know what I mean? Like you and me can both be looking at the same thing, but we see two different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of like we're all ETs and none of us originate from this planet or even live on this planet, you know, and we come here to play and learn. And when we sleep, we kind of take our consciousness home. That's how I would see it.
Yeah, Casey. Um, we're like spiritual beings living this human experience. I feel like we just come here for lessons. Like we want to be humans. We want to experience what humans are are experiencing. Basically, it's like we chose this life. We chose to come here to experience these things. And I feel like a lot of us, we've come here. Um, we've come here to do like to complete a mission or something. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
not everyone is awake. A lot of people are just like following the programs. But for us, it's like we're waking up and we're here to complete this mission. We have a message. Like we've been put on this planet to spread this knowledge, you know?
Right.
And I feel like it takes time, you know, everyone at their own time, where you like wake up and you're like, wait, I'm here for a reason. There is a purpose for this. And that's what I'm coming into right now.
And I do think like you were saying, like how far you like far as your experience in this physical reality, how far you like how far you awakening your consciousness affects you, you know, spiritually, you know, when you go beyond this physical body.
Yes.
Because it's like it's different realms, you know, different dimensions and stuff. So just depending on you and your demeanor, you know, that really determines like, you know, whenever your day do come and you do pass, like what realm do you stay on? Do you stay on the lower realm?
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Or
kind of believe that. Yeah. Like if you failed your mission, you have to come back again and repeat,
yeah, you be on that lower
like
realm, like
start over. Yeah, like playing
yeah,
a video game. You know what I mean? You didn't
yeah,
you didn't pass the level, so now you have to restart it all over again until you master it. You know, once you complete each level, now you've mastered the game.
right. Then
Yeah.
yeah, then you become then you rise up to the a higher realm,
Yeah.
and you probably don't even have to come back down here anymore. Your
Yeah.
whole your whole mission has changed, like
Yeah. Yeah. There's like so many things. Like I've been like looking into so many different things, but I've heard some people talk about how once people pass away, they'll go to the light and then the light is actually the moon and then they're being recycled right back on earth.
right.
There's like different opinions and different things, but I'm like just doing my research on everything.
Yeah, you can be recycled, but then some people, some spirits, they just get stuck in between. Like
Yes,
they never,
definitely. And I feel
they
like
never.
people that have, I'm sorry, you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a little background noise going on back here, but yeah, so I feel like people that have mastered and have woken up, they know how
Hmm.
to get out of that loop. You know, you're not just gonna
Right.
stand there and wait for the white light. You're actually gonna wait and see a blue light and go in that direction. It's
Right.
like you're awake in your dreams, so you know where you're going. You know about yourself.
I just think it's harder, like for like people who like people who don't have no type of awareness or consciousness. I think when they transition, it's hard for them to really like exist.
Detach. It's hard for them to detach from this physical world. That's why
Yeah.
you'll have lingering spirits that are just here in the limbo. You know,
Hmm. Right.
then they don't want to separate from that physical life.
Right, because they have no knowledge.
Yes.
They don't have no knowledge of it.
Yeah.
They were just totally ignorant, oblivious to it. So it's gonna hit them harder. Like they totally not gonna know what to do.
Yes. Okay.
One of my friends once told me that I should see it in a way as we come here to learn different emotions. So our consciousness is in this body that we are given, and we are, the consciousness or the soul in this body. And we come here to learn emotions, so anger, happiness, love. And once we have done that, and once we have completed our journey here, we go further into the universe, and there's a possibility that we learn other stuff on other planets, and we're just moving around the universe like that. So I thought that was very beautiful, and it's always good to see life in a bigger picture in a better way, because it just makes everything much more interesting.
Yeah. Definitely. It's good to
That's
know
what-
that you're more than just this physical body, and to know that you're a spiritual being, and you are made of energy, and energy never lies. Energy never lies. Energy never dies. So, you know,
right,
it's like there is no dying. Death doesn't exist. Death is just a rebirth. That's how you guys should start seeing it. Death, there is no death. It's a rebirth. Death means a new beginning.
'cause I know, like with me, sometimes like I when I astral project, sometimes I astral project into two different realms. Sometimes I astral project into a realm where I'm actually seeing physical people.
Yes.
Then sometimes I astral project into like a realm where it's nothing but darkness, but it's just voices. Like you can just hear voices. You can just hear different voices, and sometimes you can actually talk to somebody like a distant somebody distant you haven't seen in a while.
Mhm. So you're able to ask questions and
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
conversation.
like yeah, like have an exact conversation with somebody like you was talking on the phone,
Oh wow, that's
like
pretty
somebody you
cool.
don't have no somebody you don't have no like somebody like you don't have no contact with, you don't even have that number no more, like you don't
Yeah.
even know how to get in contact with them, and some kind of way y'all connected and y'all were just having like a general conversation, like it's kind of weird, like. But I think we all are connected like that, though.
Yeah, I feel
If
like
y'all,
everyone has their own like individual um how do I say it? Not powers, but like abilities. There you go, like different abilities. We're just like
yeah,
tapping in now.
right.
Just to let you guys know, on October 20th, 2020, the Schumann resonance was not being like recorded, and it's being said that The energies were like super high that day.
Wow,
So it seems.
that was my birthday.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Well,
Yes, the
I
energies.
kind of felt something shift on that day. Like,
Yes, definitely. There was a big shift that day, and it was not recorded, or it probably was recorded, but they're not gonna let us know. So the big shift has finally occurred.
oh wow,
Yes, on your birthday.
like that's weird.
Yes. So how old are you now?
I'm 45.
Okay. Yes.
So I hope that was like a that shift was a good thing.
Yes. Positive shifts. Yes. Um, we're coming into like, you'll start seeing like different things happening to you. Um, I don't know if you go out in the sun, you start seeing like your skin is like sparkly.
Hmm.
We're just like receiving those downloads from the sun. Um, how can I say it? You know how sometimes you get like messages, but they get kind of stuck and you don't know how to interpret them?
Yeah.
That happens to me. Or like I'll get messages and then like I'll start like the spot where like your third eye is at?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be like rubbing my face and I'm just like, oh, I'm like actually like, that's where the my third eye. Yeah, I'm just learning how to work with that, like trying to interpret it, like the messages that are coming down to me. Because they can
Right.
come down so quickly, like, you'll just miss them. So I need to have like a little notebook and write them down before they just slip my mind.
Yeah, you definitely. Sometimes when you wake up, that message be there, but then something happened in the physical world, you just forget like exactly what the message was. It like it just leaves your mind like.
Yeah. So I'm dealing with that now. I'm just like, have a little notebook, write it down, jot it down before you forget. Because I have like a bad memory where I like think I forget things quickly. I'm working on that. But yeah, some experiences that I've had, like I don't know if it's astral traveling yet, because from what I hear, astral traveling is like actually like leaving your physical body, and like you're like laying down, and slowly you're able to like take your spirit and like come out of your
Mm,
body and go
right.
somewhere.
Right.
You can even be in your own room, like staring at your body laying there. I don't know if you ever had that experience.
Yeah, I had that experience before. Like when I actually like left my body.
And how does it feel to detach?
Like I said, it's just like a weird feeling. Like it's just real. Like if you're not used to it, it just feel crazy because it's like like how we move. Like you walk down the street.
Hmm.
Well, when you astral project, you move so fast that actually when you walking, it's like your body have so much weight to it that we be moving
Yeah.
so slow. Well,
Yes.
when you astral project, you can just move like in the snap of a finger. You can just move so fast. Like it's like everything is like in a split second. Like you know.
Yeah.
But like none of my like projections lasted real long.
Hmm.
I just had like some quick ones. Like
Yes. I don't know if you guys ever did like meditations, and I want to know like if you meditated before, like what have you seen during your meditations? Like when I meditate, and I'll just lay down and close my eyes. I'll clear my mind. I won't have any thoughts. Or like sometimes when I'm really, really sleepy and I just lay down, as soon as I close my eyes, there's already like shapes.
hmm.
Um, these different like I don't even know what they're called. Those kind of shapes. They probably have a name to them, but it's like they're shapes like the flower of life. If you guys know what that is, those are the type of shapes that I see once I
Okay.
close my eyes. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And it'll be like dark. Sometimes I'll see the yeah, they're like geometric shapes. Um, and it'll be like really dark, and I'm going through like a tunnel kind of thing,
Mm.
and
Oh,
then I'll go somewhere, like I'll reach somewhere. But one of those trips when I had while meditating, one of those trips that I had while meditating, I actually met my higher self, and it was just pitch black. There was just a face there, like really up close. We were face to face, and it was a face. There was no hair or anything. It was just face. It was really dark, and I just like saw my higher self, but I wasn't able to. I was in so much shock that I wasn't able to speak. I wasn't able to ask questions. I wish I did,
mm-hmm.
because I would probably got some information, but I didn't. I just stood there and I stared, and I was just like in shock. Like I can't believe, like this is me. This is my higher self.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let me say this message.
I've had a lot of interesting experiences meditating, especially if I was on mushrooms or truffles. I've had very vivid, um, not hallucinations, but visions, I would say. Um, my most recent one was where I was pulled out of my meditation, lying on my bed, and I had seen myself maybe in a past life, but I was in the jungle. I had an outfit made out of leaves, and I looked like a warrior. I had like a spear in my hand, and I was just lying on the ground, looking into the sky, and I was kind of smiling with my mouth open, like laughing, smiling. I wasn't hurt. I was peacefully lying there. Um, and I was like, wow, that was really vivid, and I loved it.
Yeah, that was definitely astral projection, like what you was experiencing.
Yes, and you can also like have trips where you're able to or not even like trips, like they'll just come to you. Um like past life regression, like you just get these past life images that come up, where you're able to remember your past life because you've had like multiple past lives.
Like, 'cause one time I had this astral projection and I traveled like I don't know, I don't know if I was like in the past or I don't know if it was the past or just another planet, but it was like a Jack. You ever seen the movie Jack and the Beanstalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was somewhere and it was like I was small and these people were so damn huge, like they was giants and they had these big ass noses and
Mm.
you know I was like small like an ant, like
Wow.
it's like I hope these motherfuckers don't step on me, like it's real, like and it kind of blew me away because it was like I don't know if it was like if I was traveling to the past or it was just like something that's happening on another planet. Like
Yeah.
maybe I don't know if I was like another planet or it was just something that was here on Earth in the past because we did have giants here before.
Yes, we did have giants. Yep, I was gonna say that, and they actually discovered bones. Where they try to keep hidden all this knowledge. There were
Right.
actually giants on this planet.
So I was like maybe I was like speaking with the ancestral giants. Maybe I was just in the room with them. Maybe that's
Yeah.
right what it was.
Any astral projection that I've ever had would be leaving my body and being places that I have never been and seeing what was forthcoming to the world. Of it was just to warn people to foresee what's in the future.
Wow. Make it pop. That's like very interesting. I believe
Yeah,
people do have the ability um to receive these messages, downloads, um messages to see if you're gonna share these messages to help humanity. Yes,
and I think a lot of times what we do is like, throughout our day before we go to sleep, we send messages out, and then we get them back in, and like we get them back in, and sometimes they come to us like as impressions or small little videos or something. Just try to help us, you know, like the next day or whatever it is that we going through at that current time, whatever problems we have. Sometimes they
yes,
send us back, little
yes,
skits of things.
definitely. I feel like if you're in tune, then you'll be able to pick up those little messages and piece them together. So that's the type of downloads I get. Like it'll be different little things during the day, and then at one point I'm just like, oh wow, this is the meaning of it. This is what the
Right,
universe is trying to get through to me.
right,
And it'll be like everywhere. It'll be in the small clips of videos that you're watching. It can be something that someone comes up to you and tells you. There's hidden messages everywhere.
definitely.
Also, I would like to share. I had this experience while meditating, um, where I was having conversations, but instead of speaking, I had thought bubbles on top of my head, and the text would just appear. So instead of like communicating through like speech, it was more of, how do I say this? Like reading minds type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just different. I don't know what the message meant, but yeah,
Was you
I
able
would like,
to was you able to read the bubble?
yeah, I was able to read it, but then I forgot it. Because
Right.
that's the
That's what
thing
we.
too. Yeah, when I'm meditating, sometimes I'm like, oh no, I don't want to forget this and I don't want to forget that. And it's like you're doing too much, where then now you come out of the meditation because you started thinking too much. You just got to let it play out and then, remember whatever you can. So that's what I've been learning because I've been meditating and it's like it's getting so good and I'm just like so excited. And then it's just like, nope, now it's all going away now.
Yeah, because sometimes when I hit like a deep trance, sometimes they be trying to give me too much, and they be going from one skit to another one, and it just be so
Yep.
much coming out, and I can't remember it all. Like
hmm
that's why
It's
it's good to
crazy
have like
because it's like scenes. It's really literally scenes. Like I've
yeah,
had meditations where it's like cartoon. Like there was like a brick wall, and then it's like something came through and the crashed through the wall, and the bricks are flying everywhere. And I'm just like, what is this? And it's like literally a cartoon, and I'm like, this is amazing. I can't believe this.
right,
Yeah, now that I know that I've done these astral projections and I've seen things and stuff, and I know what my purpose is and things, so things tend to make sense now because I'm putting these pieces together and I'm gathering with other people who know what the decoded messages are for others.
Yes, I'll make it pop. That definitely like that's great that you figured out your purpose and like you can use that for good. Putting out these messages and communicating with others and see what type of messages they've been receiving. Sometimes we receive messages as a collective, and we're
right.
able to piece these messages together. Yeah. All right.
I definitely think that, sometimes when you're going through stuff, like when I was going through something recently and I didn't want to listen to myself, I felt like the universe was sending me messages through little songs or little stuff that I was walking past. And um, I would see signs like on the street and I would read it and I'd be like, whoa, like it's very like relatable to my situation, and it would happen so much that I would see it instantly, and I was like, damn, I gotta listen to the universe sometimes.
Yes, Casey. Sometimes it can be so distracted with this 3D physical world, that you you forget to like take time. Like the signs are hidden in plain sight. It's like right there in your face. But you're so distracted with all these distractions, TV, people, others that come around you like to distract you. Like agents come in to
Right.
distract you from your purpose, like your true purpose.
So true.
It means you have the ability of telepathically communicating with us, because that's what the true astro and how to say the energy is, that we can ascend from our bodies and telepathically connect with others, but others do not understand the abilities that we have when you go to that higher level frequency
Yeah.
of our own bodies.
Yes, that is so true. A lot of us have telepathy, and I've noticed that like it's been more heightened lately with like family members. You think about somebody and it's like instantly they're calling you. So, you know, you're like in sync. You're in tune with each other.
Right, because sometimes we astral project, or sometimes we just dream, and then sometimes we just be channeling. When we channeling, we just connecting with other people.
I don't know if it ever happened to any of you guys, but like if you ever had a dream about someone and then they like come into your life. Has that ever happened to you?
I had a dream about someone before like seeing
Before
them, and then
meeting, yeah, before meeting them or like, coming in contact with them.
um kind of sort of something like that. Yeah,
hmm Yeah, I never had
yeah,
that, but I've heard experiences where people said that they've already met this person, in their dreams, and then they actually came and met them in like this physical.
well, I kind of like saying something, like something happened. Something was showing me something that was happening in my dreams, and then it actually happened in my physical reality. Like it was showing me before it happened, and it happened exactly like they were showing me in my dream. Like
Yes. I have a thing that I tell people like, oh, well, I'll tell them like, well, there's a possibility this is gonna happen, and then it actually happens exactly like word for word.
right,
I have that a lot. Like I don't realize it, like I don't pay attention to it. But lately I've realized like a lot of things that I tell people, they actually come into fruition and it happens in their life.
yeah, I think that's when you have visions. Like there's visions. So there's so many different things that we are able to do with our minds. Like
Yeah, we're not even aware. Like I wasn't even aware of that until I started paying attention. Like you have to wake up and pay attention to these things. It's like it
right,
happens so many times that it's like, come on, this is not a coincidence. Like this is happening for a reason.
right,
Because like
definitely,
sometimes it can happen like while you're sleeping, you're dreaming, you have an astral, but sometimes when you're awake, you're
hmm
getting downloads and messages.
always,
And I feel like that's what happens to me. Like I don't like I of course probably I dream every night, but I don't always remember. There'll be specific times where I'll remember, but other times I don't. But I feel like when I'm awake, that's when I get more like communication.
right. That's what they
So
say.
now I'm learning to focus more.